Captain Brennan Matherne from the Lafourche Sheriff's Office on the phone with us right now. Lafourche took a big hit yesterday. What kind of damage are you guys hearing down there?
Yeah, good morning, Eric. Yeah, definitely not loving that forecast.
No.
We're going to be without power for several weeks, just like many in your viewing area. Look, we've had pretty much catastrophic damage throughout, especially central area and obviously the southern area of the parish. Yesterday, I was stationed in Galliano for the storm at the Port Fourchon administrative office, and we were able to watch the camera systems as winds started coming into Port Fourchon.
Yeah.
Once Ida got to Galliano, we had hoped to get a reprieve at some point. The eye kind of took a jog to the west, and we got the eastern eye wall of the storm.
Yeah, you guys got hammered.
It felt like 6 hours.
Yeah, you got hammered yesterday.
It was definitely a nightmare, and so the Golden Meadow and Galliano area for sure. We have no idea really what the damage looks like. We know that it's going to be catastrophic damage, probably upwards into the Cutoff and LaRose areas. When the eye came back over Lafourche Parish, over the central area, in mainly Lockwood, people were able to get out. We had some people with drones and taking footage of some of that catastrophic damage.
We're watching the building just fall apart here.
Yeah, and so more specifically, we had two hospitals. The one in Galliano, Lady of the Sea General Hospital, where you saw, most people have seen the video now of the roof flying off there. There was also significant damage to the hospital at Osner St. Anne in the Matthews area. So two hospitals. The good news is that they were able to stabilize the patients there, but they will be looking to move those patients out as soon as possible today. Most notably, last night we did get a report in Bayou Blue. There's some levee issues as levees, were causing flooding. I don't have all the specifics because this is something that occurred late yesterday evening, but I do know that that's one of the areas where we do have flooding, significant flooding in Lafourche Parish. Thankfully, the levees in the southern area did hold up once again. The South Lafourche levee system did hold up, and we did not get water inside the levee system. But again, the wind damage is catastrophic for most areas inside the levee system.
Yeah.
But like you said, we won't have power for weeks, and we don't even have running water from Raceland on south.
Yeah, and you guys got a triple whammy. You got the wind, you got the torrential rain, and then you got the surge with the flooding, and so you got it all.
Yeah, and again, to your point, that the surge was one of the things that we were most concerned about. I mean, the wind we knew was going to be horrible, and when we knew we were going to have significant wind damage. The surge was the biggest question mark because it was right at the level that we knew the levee system would be tested in South Lafourche, and it passed the test.
Oh, good.
Okay. So it kept the water out of that area from LaRose all the way to Golden Meadow.
How much rain did you guys get?
I haven't seen estimates this morning, Eric, but I know it's significant. We had some damage here at the port administrative offices. The roof, parts of the roof had blown off, and it was raining in the office here. And I know that, just based on what we have inside, I know that it has to be a significant amount, but I haven't looked at those specific numbers this morning.
And you said you rode out the storm in Galliano. That's right on the bayou. I mean, did you guys get any flooding there?
No, again, inside the levee system, no flooding from storm surge. Now, again, we're going to be venturing out this morning. Deputies are already on the road, starting to help clear roadways, starting to respond to calls for service. So we're going to inspect the area. We know that near the Intracoastal Canal in LaRose, we had that canal come up. And may have come over. It's just hard to know because we're really going by what we've seen off of social media because, frankly, our deputies have been off the road since yesterday morning.
And do you know if there are any reports of injuries or deaths or anything like that?
At this time, there's no reports of deaths. Yesterday, at the height of the storm, at a time when we had pulled deputies off the road, we did get a call that a tree had fallen on a man in the central area or in the lower area, excuse me, of Lafourche, and our deputies were able to risk it and get him to the hospital. So they were able to rescue him and get him to the hospital. That was the only injury after a tree fell on him. That was the only injury that of note. We did have a house fire in Galliano that Lafourche Fire District 3 was not able to respond to at the height of the storm.
Yeah.
We had no injuries reported from that as well. Obviously, we're going to be really focusing on the flooding in Buff area this morning, which is just east of Thibodaux, to make sure that there's no one there. And certainly parish-wide. I mean, with the damage that we're seeing in the southern area, we're going to be looking for people that, lost everything and their whole house collapsed. And we're hoping that for the best and not for the worst.
Yeah, and how did Thibodaux and Nichols State fare?
Based on some of the things that I've seen, again, just kind of on social media and talking to residents in Thibodaux, they did get pounded, not maybe quite as bad as we did in the southern area, not for as long, but there's going to be some damage there, but not nearly as significant as we saw in the central and southern areas of the parish. And
then, as you know, Port Fourchon was where it landed. It took a direct hit. Do we know how much damage was done to that? Because that's vital to the oil industry.
Based on looking at camera systems that were in a port from the office here, we did see the water rise quite a bit. We don't have estimates of that yet, but just kind of looking at cameras, they assume that it could have been as high as 15 feet of water at one point in the port. Now, again, that happens. Well, we do get water in the port for any storm.
Yeah.
But that's a significant level of water, and that would be in combination with the Category 4 hurricane winds. So again, once the water goes down and the light comes up, and we're actually able to venture to Port Fourchon, I think we'll get a better idea, and hopefully, as the sun comes up, we'll get those camera systems online and be able to inspect some of the damage as well. And
quickly, you still have the curfew in effect. You are telling people to stay in their homes.
Yes, we know people are going to, obviously go outside and check on their property as the sun comes up today, and obviously that's fine. And look, if you want to check on your neighbor, we certainly encourage that. That's what we expect in Lafourche Parish. As this goes forward, we can't wait to get people back to the parish, because that's our lifeline. They're going to come in, they're going to start cleaning up, and they're going to help us. But we know that we have to make it a safe environment before they come back. So if they're evacuated, we're asking them to sit tight and be patient. And I know that's tough, but that's what we're asking for right now. We're going to go out today and assess, make sure everyone that stayed is okay, and get them where they need to be. And then we'll be able to bring people back and start rebuilding and have people check on their property. But yeah, if you are here, again, check on your property, check on your neighbors, but do not get in your car and start driving around.
All right,
a lot of people.
And once we get to have daylight, get out and assess, and please get back to us and let us know.
We definitely will, Eric. Thank you.
Brennan, thank you very much.